Good evening. We're here with John Keel, the NightStalker. How are you, John?
Very well, very well. How you got? God damn band.
Right. I hear you have a new album coming out.
Over-Keel is in the works. We're doing a great job. Yes, sir. That's the name of the due title to our new CD, Over-Keel.
Over-Keel.
Brand new songs. It's very challenging for us. This time around, we're taking our time because we do want to produce the best songs that we could. So we're taking our time. We've mass produced, so to speak, pressured by the record label companies for the last 5 years, about 4 or 5 albums actually. And in this day and age, and this time around, we're not taking no bull.
Okay. And who produced this album?
Well, we were very, very fortunate to work with Kelly Clarkson. He's one of the best producers in the business, in the industry. Kelly Clarkson. He brought in a very fresh ear, tone, sound to the band. We're very happy with that. It sounds a little more produced, well produced.
I see.
Yes, sir.
And your current management?
The management.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, always the Keel Corporation.
I see.
Keel Corporation always have to care of its own self.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Meaning, each and every record that was ever produced, released by NightStalker is managed by the Keel Corporation.
Okay.
And reason being is because we get better revenue this way. We don't pledge allegiance to anyone or any record label executives. We do it for ourselves because we know what we're doing, unlike others.
Right. And who are your childhood influences? Who made you want to pick up and play guitar?
That's always a nice question to be answered. Reason being because there's so many very big variety of different people that's always influenced.
Of course.
And from Blackie Lawless to Kevin Dubrow to Steve Stevens, and the list goes on.
Okay. And the new music you've been hearing, you've been listening to?
I've listened to the same music over and over, time and again. Dio, Van Halen, Black Sabbath, Rush, Sabotage. These are the bands that have always made me feel happy. I always feel happy when I listen to any of these bands, and that's all that matters to me.
Of course.
Of course, Bon Jovi as well.
Right. Now, have you acquired any new toys?
Toys. Well, besides the 18-year-old that I've been dating, she's one hell of a toy, of course. My new equipment, of course, that's the best toys. We have the Zoom G3, the Boss, RP10, Harmonist, dash cams, all the good stuff. You have to be really pro to understand all this stuff, but nonetheless, it's that these are my toys, and I'm most proud of it. It's always a struggle being a musician, Rob. And reason being is because as a musician, you're always acquiring new toys, as you mentioned.
Of course.
As you have asked me. And as you acquire these new toys, there's a learning curve to them. And it drives you crazy sometimes, but this is what rock and roll is all about.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Do you have any regrets this year?
Well, of of course, losing Jeff Hanneman was one of my biggest regrets this year. Jeff Hanneman, the guitar player for Slayer, he's one of my biggest influences. Along with Kerry King, Tom Araya, Dave Lombardo. So it was very heart-wrenching for me. Very sad moment in time, in history. Not to mention as well, lose my uncle the same year.
Okay. And what was the last country that you visited?
Last country I went to was Portugal, and I love this place. I'm gonna leave the United States. Excuse me for saying that. I'm just joking.
That's quite all right.
No, I'll never leave my hometown of Lakeland, Florida. But the Portugal is a very nice place to be. It's right off the ocean, and it's got all these steep mountains and hills surrounding it. So it's really beautiful. Hope you get to visit it one day.
Maybe I will. Tell me, do you have any advice for aspiring artists?
Aspiring or expiring, as you
aspiring.
said.
I'm sorry, my bad. What advice do you have for aspiring artists?
Stick to your guns, practice your guitar, practice your instrument, practice your bass, your drums, whatever instrument it is you choose to play, because the way they portray rock and roll in the news, papers, on TV, it's not true. It's not all about, yeah, let's go out and do a bunch of drugs and get drunk and act stupid. And in the real world, we will all realize this is not true. You have to practice your instrument. You have to be dedicated to it. You have to be dedicated to what you believe in this life.
Of course. Well, thank you very much, John. We hope to be hearing from you very soon.
Well, you're most absolutely welcome. Over-Keel will be released at October 30th, my birthday of this year.
We look forward to it.
2 more months. 2 more months. Have a good night. Sayonara.